We made our own slang to a point now where anything we do that's cool, they jump onto fleek. Like they just jump into our things and then make money off it. That's what has been going on.
Braids.
You know, all this. That's a whole nother conversation.
I don't even know what.
Cultural appropriation, like a lot of stuff's been going on with people stealing stuff that's relating to black culture. It becomes cool over there. Like if Kim Kardashian puts plaits in,
when the black
that's a big
woman
thing.
was walking in a room with cane rows and that.
But do you understand why?
Ghetto. Then Kim Kardashian will come through and it'll be like, box braids.
Yeah, no, it'll be this is wonderful. This is so edgy.
This is innovative.
But you know why though? It's quite simple of why these things happen because, it's like anything. If you see yourself doing something, you're gonna appreciate it more. We are the minority. And
I'm with you.
And when we we are a
go.
minority. If we go back to, for example, our culture in Nigeria. If you go, where I'm from, Nigeria, you will see, if you go on the TV, you just flick and there'll be, black people doing black things and people accept it. No one will call it ghetto, no one will call it a thing. But because we are in another society, they would only accept
we've been
things.
We've been in for how long?
It supports what you're saying. Do you know what it is?
Like when we're in another society, they need to see something.
Like think about we're minority
themselves.
They're in control as well. How much of these businesses are black owned? For people from our backgrounds, in actual control, because it's cool. People get a deal, they get a bit of money, go and buy a Hublot or Rolly, tell everyone else how much better your life is than ours. And what happens? We rob you because we're jealous. We ain't got nothing here either. We don't own anything until we actually own shit or celebrate the stuff we do own. Because people laugh. Like the Rated Awards came out, like I saw people going, it's not all that. I've seen the backbiting, the little comments. Kendrick wins the award at the Grammys and that. When the album came out, the black community didn't support that album. They were shitting on the album.
A small minority of the black people.
A lot of people shit on an album.
A small minority of the black community.
I personally, we are still a very, very, very young.
Yeah, that's true. We're
very young. Like you got to remember, like some of these countries that have independence is what 50, 60 years.
Yeah, think about it. Like
come on,
all our music, like in terms of like rap and grime, if you think about it, our version of US rap and hip hop.
It's like how long do you think it takes to implement structure, government, people? It's not going to be our generation, our kids' generations. That's going to be a real takeover,
mate.
And it's going to make sense because it takes over 100 years for a country to actually make.
And do you know the irony of what you're saying? Do you know what Reggie tweeted out today? What? Sweet boy mode on. Haha, Brits, here we come. Yeah, they know when you're over there, your voice has got to be light. You got to be polite. You got to smile, show a lot of teeth. It's got to be wonderful.
I don't expect much from Reggie.
No, I'm not saying Reggie's got to go over there and give us the black power salute. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like, what you're saying, I can understand and hear you out. But it's like, bro, this is the setup. It's like, understand this is set up. And then if you want to, we've got to put a plan in place. Like, we don't even know, like, let's say we're all in the media business to a certain degree. Like, we're not being paid yet for this podcast. You've got your day-to-day job. Do we know within the black community how many doctors we need? How many footballers we need? How many electricians we need? We don't even have a plan, a structure. Like, these people have put things in place for 100, 200 years to know that we're going to be in control of stuff. No matter what happens, all these fads, all these trends. One second. All these fads, all these trends, they can come and go. If I control the money, you think about it, okay, you're cute, you rap, it's fine. I sign the fucking checks. I own the label. I own the distribution company. I own the management company. I know the touring. I'm the booking agent. I own everything.
Can I ask you a question? I'm going to ask you this real question. What do you think Jay-Z's trying to do?
I understand what he's trying to do. And he's catching flack. Wait, 1 second.
Peep the game.
He's catching flack.
Jay-Z is
he's catching flack. The stuff that's going to Beyonce, they're trying to say Beyonce is anti-police. Like, I'll drop a jewel in everyone. All the stuff you see with Beyonce, yeah? Do you know what that's a direct reflection of? That's the husband. That's Jay-Z. That's Jay-Z putting his missus out there. Do you not remember was it a year or two ago? When Magna Carta came out a couple of years ago, Jay-Z was going around in interviews with a certain specific chain on. The Nation of Islam chain, the 5% chain
5% chain.
I don't know if he's a practicing 5%er. He drops the bars in there, arm, leg, arm, head.
It's Jay Electronica's chain.
It's Jay Electronica's chain, who everyone knows is part of FOI, the NOI, Through Islam, Nation of Islam. Like, they believe the black man is God. He's making those changes and he's doing it quietly because we might not like Beyonce in terms of what she put out there or if her intentions were pure. we can have the activists who are on the ground day to day, but we need power, control, and money. That's what's going to change and shift these things. If those are people that are in positions who can use their influence, like I can lean on man now. Like I'm independent. I'm making big, loads of numbers. What did we say last week? White people need to say something. You love Beyonce, whether you fucking like it or not. You fucking love her.
Yeah,
so
we
she's
all
here
see
to
the
stay,
CNL skit.
and she can make a difference. She's independent.
We all
She's
see
with
the
her husband.
CNN, the SNL skit. Sorry.
Yeah.
We all seen it.
Like,
Like, they'll make a joke of it.
They can make a difference. So let them do what they're doing. We can, as black people, hold them accountable because we have all our leaders. Like I fell in love with politics 2008 because of Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I've not been overly, I've not been overwhelmed with what happened by the end of everything. But just
Mate, he's done an incredible job.
But just by the end, just of sheer hope, it's enough to show like I can have a conversation with my sister, and it's not alien to her that someone who's black and brown can become president of America. We can have different debates on like theory and who really controls, because we know like you're like a figurehead. You're a figurehead, really. When you're president, you're really a figurehead.
Of course,
it was alien to us though.
But then, but then what? See, with the Obama comment, this is just going to be a brief statement.
Yeah, go for it.
You will not see the benefits of what Obama has done onto the next president. The next president is going to reap the benefits.
I know that because
he's steadied the ship.
When he inherited everything, it was like his shittest ever. And he's cleaned up everything.
It.
You know, it's like the black man comes in, big, strong black man, clean up all the mess, and then we're not going to appreciate him. And then when he leaves, then we'll realise, because people
somebody's going to just take the benefit.
Because before that, they had George Bush, and people in America, they know what it was like under George Bush. If you were in the minority and you weren't part of the 1 or 2%, your life was pretty shit. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but
that's a whole nother debate we can get into.
But then, I would go to touching back on you said about developing, finding out. Oh, how does this thing work? The only way our culture, our culture, when I say our culture, is the industry, not saying black or white, but
black.
Let's say black. The African third world culture, not third world. I say African culture, black culture. Yeah. The only way we could really improve is by failing. And I feel like that's how this country.
You don't learn if you haven't made a mistake.
Exactly. So the way you will benefit is knowing, okay, this is how much people we need. This is doctors. We just need to keep going at this pace. And I feel like I was in Nigeria like this December, and I'm meeting so many people, and you can see the hunger in people's eyes, and things are changing. I just feel like the mood is changing, and things are gonna get. I feel like the next 30, 40 years,
with the immigrants that come over here, the people that work,
they
don't have the same like mentality we have, because they have like immigrant privilege. If that's the thing, it's like I'm over here. This is meant to be the fruit of like the world. I'm coming here to claim. You see, they work so hard and then they bounce. Yeah. Like my aunt is back in Nigeria on 2.5 acres chilling. She rang me today. It's happy birthday. She is chilling. She spent best part of 7 years in this country. All these people on Twitter are doing this. I will rob this England hashtag. Boy, to be honest, my aunt stuck up the nation and she bounced.
Do you know what I call it? I want to trademark this name, so I'm gonna put it. It's like a film that I really want to do. Like when I've been trying to do it in like 10 years. I want to do a film called A Migrant's Dream, and it's basically to document what our parents come here to do. They come, fly to England, they make a bit of money, struggle, do poor jobs, save money, build house, go back home. You know what that's the migrant dream. Once it's out on the internet, it's free information. And what I'm going to say to you is, I'm going to tell you to your face, look in the eye. If I steal that, don't be upset.
Nah, that's it. Honestly, because I feel like that is one thing that we haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? We all second. That's something that I think is be so impactful. My pops is in that transition at the moment.
Yeah, it's just what you plan to see, that, you know, that white picket fence on that 10 acres and you're just doing the farming.
10 acres is a lot though.
Yeah, no,
2.5, 3 acres is cool, you know.
3 acres and you just you love to see that,
because they're not gonna get that here, bro.
Yeah,
and get that.
Yeah, we don't. Do you know what it is? In closing, because we've got to get out of here. We can't be here too long.
Yeah.
A lot of our parents got sold a dream, and if we're Black African. If you're black, if you're Caribbean, there was a specific need. They literally went to the Caribbean and begged, please guys, the Commonwealth needs you. We need to rebuild after the Second World War. Please come over, please come over. Came over and worked. Some of them reaped the benefits, but it wasn't what they were promised.
Yeah.
Because their life was pretty alright in the Caribbean. It was like, we need you to come and rebuild this nation. Yeah. So the whole this thing of let's make Britain great again. We weren't here because they wanted us. It was a necessity. Of course, they needed us to come over. Of course,
and now they don't anymore.
And now, the EU border is open. Like, it's fucking open. Like, You know, just everyone come free for all. Like, just come and go as you please. So they,
which is why I never understood racism, because those folk, they were hating on us coming down here, but you weren't prepared to do the jobs that we were doing.
Mate.
So what are you upset about? We are helping you rebuild your country,
and we have a job of going back, but like we'll get into that. But what I will say is, hashtag off the cuff.
Hashtag off the cuff.
Thanks again for coming, man.
A good honest conversation never hurt anyone. I didn't mean to cut you off, but producer H is giving me the meanest side eye.
Yeah, man.